haven't won the battle another week. Countless trials, but also countless victories. Father, forgive us for how we exaggerate the trials over the victories. Yes, God, we suffer blows, but God, we also racked up some wins. And for that, Master, we renew our own spirits. Before an instrument is played, before a hand is clapped, we inspire ourselves with our memory. We remember. We remember how good you've been. We remember how faithful you've been. God, when we thought we might faint this week, your strength was made perfect. When we thought we were all alone, grace reminded us, I'll never leave you nor forsake you. When we begin to doubt ourselves and think that the challenge is greater than us, you reminded us, greater is He. Greater is He that is within you than anything that can come up against you in this world. God, although we may be bruised and battered, we still believe your word, and it says there's a balm in Gilead. We have an expectation of healing today. We have an expectation, God, that in the process of healing, we may have to endure some pain, some surgeries, some purging, some shedding of things. But we trust you in your promise to us to do a work unto completion. God, don't leave me partially done. Don't leave me vulnerable because I go about unfinished. I trust your handiwork. I don't always like your handiwork. I don't always appreciate your handiwork. And good God, I certainly don't always understand it. But we have a relationship. And we have a history. This isn't the first time. There have been oftentimes we found ourselves standing alone. At least we thought we were. Until we felt your breath on us. It's not the first time we felt betrayed. Only to discover we weren't. God, you were doing some things that we, again, didn't understand. It's not the first time, God, we felt like we lost some things that we thought we needed. But if we look back at history, you were only making room for the new. So, Master, heal our memory today. So we're not shocked in the present. Heal our memory today. So we're not discouraged by the present. You are indeed faithful when we aren't. You are steady when we're unsteady. You are all powerful when we're forced to admit our weaknesses. And so, God, we're glad to belong to you as we continue to experience this human journey. This human journey that all of us are thrown into, these highs and these lows, this pain and this joy, this nighttime and this morning time, these seasons upon seasons. times to build and times to destroy. This human experience. Father, help us not to lose faith in what we know and who we know. Teach us to lift up our heads, O ye gates. No matter the circumstances. Remind us that circumstances are moving through. Only thing here to stay is your word. Everything else is moving through. Old things are still passing away. Help us not to bog down in what was intended to just be a moment. Let us always look to the hills, look to the future, look to the latter days. Trust your word that better is coming. Not because it's tied to a calendar. Better is coming because we're getting better. Better is coming because we're learning your word and your ways. Better is coming because we are repenting and letting go. Better is coming because we're identifying our idols and releasing them. Better is coming because we're not being paralyzed by our pain. Better is coming because in all our getting, we are determined to get understanding. Better is coming because we're not going to forget that we are the righteousness of God. Better is coming because we are indeed striving to be above and not beneath. Above the temptations of the enemy. Above the words of misguided people. To lean and depend upon you. No matter what it looks like, because we've learned that the just walk by faith and not by sight. We can't be fooled, God, by what we see. We depend on what we heard. And you said. No matter what everybody else said, you said the latter will be greater. You said it. You declared the visions that are over our lives. You said it. Doesn't matter what the contrary word of a man might be. You said. And we've made up our minds. In fact, we've changed our minds to lean and depend on you and what you said. We won't even let our own voice overrule what you said. Thank you for being constant. Thank you for being immovable and abounding. Thank you for being steadfast. Thank you for there is no shadow of turning in you. Thank you that you should not lie because you're not like a man. Thank you. Thank you that you held on to the expected end when we tried to let it go. Thank you. So we're here again, ready for our next deposit, our next correction, our next breaking, whatever it takes. We are a willing patient. We climb on the altar ourselves. Do what you've got to do to make me who you want me to be. Do what you gotta do to make me who you want me to be. In Jesus' name. Squeeze that hand tight. In Jesus' name. We in this thing together. In Jesus' name.